Hello everybody, welcome back to Story Time with Tracey. Today's story is about, I'm not sure, I think maybe in the jungle again. But before we start, let's do boom chicka boom. This time I'm going to try and go so fast you can't keep up. So here we go. Boom chicka boom, boom chicka boom, boom chicka boom, boom chicka boom, boom chicka rock chicka boom, boom chicka rock chicka boom. Oh yeah, that's the last time. Did you keep up with me? That was pretty fast. Let's do a slower what's in the box, I think. Are we ready? We've got our magic jungle box again. What's in the box? What's in the box? I wonder what it could be. What's in the box? What's in the box? Let's take a look and see. Okay, we've got all these beautiful jungle pictures on there, but what's inside? Have a little look. Nothing again. Do you remember what we did last time? Because there was a secret way of opening the box. Here it is. Still nothing. Maybe there's another one. Is that a jungle animal? I think it looks like a pig in mud. Goodness gracious me, what is a pig doing in my jungle story? I don't know, but we'll find out. Now, I'll put him down there. And, what do I need to put on to help me read? My glasses. Has anyone seen my glasses? Thanks. They're down there. Okay, let's try. That's better. And today's story is called I Know a Rhino by Charles Fuge or Fugie. Not quite sure how it's pronounced. Let's find out what happens. I know a rhino. We like to take tea. I have 1, 2 sugars, and Rhino takes 1, 2, 3 sugars in his tea. Goodness gracious me. Can you see the little stool? I think the rhino looks a little bit too large for that stool. Here's the pig. I know a pig, and we play in the dirt. We always have mud fights, but no one gets hurt. They look like they're having a great time. She's got her gumboots on. I've got my gumboots on today too. I wonder if we'll find any mud today. I'll have to have a look. I know an ape, and we keep in good shape, miming pop songs and dancing along to a tape. He's playing the tennis racket guitar, and she's singing into her hairbrush like a microphone. I know a hippo, and when she's not busy, we spin round and round and round and round until we get dizzy. And sometimes if you get dizzy, you fall over, don't you? I know a dragon. He's scaly and red, and I look after him when he's feeling poorly. Put him to bed. He's in bed with a nice blanket over him. I think she's doing a good job of looking after him. I know a giraffe, and we laugh and we laugh, blowing hundreds of bubbles when we take a bath. She's blowing bubbles. He's got bubbles all over him, and look at their bubbly bathtub. They look like they're having fun. Now, who's on the next page? I wonder what animal's next. Here we go. I know a bear, and when it's sunny, we go for a picnic with brown bread and honey. That's right. They've got to watch out, because what's over here? I think that little worm might be liking some of that picnic. And also, there's the bee. Careful. I know a leopard who loves fancy dress. A suit and a tie and a top hat looks best. He's very dressed up, isn't he? And she's dressed up too. I think she's got her fairy wings on and her star wand. These are my friends. I know them, you see. I know them quite well. Do you know why? They're all going up the steps with her. Because they live with me. She was talking about all her soft animals that she takes to bed with her at night to go to sleep. They look very cosy. We say good night? Good night. Now today, I thought we'd do something a bit different. We're going over to the jungle because I've got a seat near the jungle with some things that I need you to help me with. Now, let's take off my glasses now. Don't think I need them anymore. So, are you ready to come with me? We'll put that down. Well, I might take the book with me today because we might need some help in case we forget. Now, I think on the way to the jungle today, maybe we can take some really high steps first. You ready? Got to lift your legs very high, very high, very high, very high. Now, take some shuffle steps. And can you take some sliding steps? It's a bit hard to slide on cement. Can we walk on the sides of our feet? Can you go on the heels of your feet? That's a bit tricky. I'm nearly at the jungle. And lastly, can you tiptoe? Here we go. Oh, that's good. I've got another seat to sit in. That's lucky. Now, here is the big mess. They're all mixed up. They were all in the story today, and I want to know whether you can help me find out who goes with what. Are you ready? I think we'll start with the dragon. Do you remember what was wrong with the dragon in the story? Yes, he felt sick, didn't he? And the little girl in the story had put him to bed. So we'll lie him down and we'll put a little blanket over him, and hopefully that will look after him a bit. There you go, dragon. Hope you get it better soon. Okay, now what about the rhinoceros? Do you remember what the little girl did with the rhinoceros? I think they had cups of tea. And I've got some cups of tea here. Well, not really. I haven't poured the tea yet. I think we'll have blue tea today. There's some blue tea in that cup for the rhino and blue tea in this cup for me. And do you remember in the story how many sugars I had in my tea? Here we go. I've got my spoon and I had 1, 2 in my tea. And what did the rhino have in his? How many did the rhino have in his tea? You ready? 1, 2. That's right, 3 sugars in the tea. Better give them a stir. There we go. We'll put that down, and then the rhino can have some tea. And I better have a little bit of tea too. Here you go. Delicious. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got the rhino sorted. Stop lying down, Rhino. It's not time for bed yet. Now, what did the hippo do? I don't think he had anything in the story, but he did something like this. You remember? He spun round and round till he was dizzy. Maybe I could spin round and round. Oh, I better be careful that I don't fall over. I'm going to do it on the grass here. You ready, hippo? Here we go. Let's spin round and round and round and round and round and round and round until I feel very dizzy. And maybe we need to spin back the other way. Round and round and round and round and round and round. Oh, that's better. Put the hippo back down here because we've still got a few animals to sort out yet. So he was dizzy. What about the brown bear? Do you remember what we did with the brown bear? Sorry, giraffe. Went for a bit of a topple down there. Brown bear, remember? What did they have? With the brown bear, they had some, oh, if I can get the lid off it, it's a bit tricky. This is my Uncle Robert's honey. Fresh from the beehive. And the brown bear and the little girl in the story had some sticky, drizzly honey on brown bread. Get some more out. Oh, making a little bit of a mess. Drizzle, 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 drizzle. There we go. Put the lid back on so the ants don't get in. And here you go, brown bear. You can have some honey. Oh, yum. I think I better have a little bit too. Now, who had a tennis racket? Do you remember who had a tennis racket? I think he's already there. It was the ape playing the guitar, and then the little girl was singing into her hairbrush. La, 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 la. She was doing a pop song, but I'm not very good at singing, so I'll just leave that. Now, the top hat. Who wore the top hat? I don't think it was me. I've got a broken top hat, but anyway. It was the leopard. But I think my top hat's a little bit too big for that leopard. But that's what he wore. And do you remember what the girl wore in the story? When she dressed up? I'll put the leopard there. I think she put on her wings. Let's see if I can get them on. I might need a bit of help with this. Goodness, I feel like a dog chasing its tail. Here we go. There we go. Get it on. Get on those wings. Are they all right?
Do you need a hand, Miss Tracey?
Yes, please. What about that?
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Oh, beautiful. Now I've got beautiful fairy wings. And the little girl also had a star wand. Now, my wings are falling all over the place. There's somebody, 2 animals left. First of all was the giraffe. Do you remember what the giraffe did? It was in a bubble bath. I've got a bath there, but no bubbles. Let's try and make some bubbles for the giraffe in the bubble bath. Sit in there. There you go, giraffe. Can you make some bubbles? Got to whiz it up really fast. Round. And I think I've made lots of bubbles. There we go. That looks like a pretty good bubble bath. Now, giraffe, you can stay in the bath by yourself today. I don't think I'll hop in with you today, but I might blow some bubbles. You ready? I'll come over here. Here we go. Lots of bubbles. Maybe I need to go in front so the bubbles go over the giraffe. Ready, giraffe? Here we go. There's the giraffe in the bubble bath with bubbles. Maybe you could blow some bubbles at your educator's place or at home even. They're lots of fun to chase and to try and burst. Now, I think that's nearly all the animals, but which one have I left behind? The pig. That's right, and he needs some mud. Oh, does that look like mud? I think it's just dirt. Now, we can get mud if it rains. So this is my rain stick. Can you listen to it? But it's not raining today, is it? So to make mud, I need some water. Lucky I've got my watering can here. And ready, we'll pour some water in. Oh, and I think I better mix it up a bit. Is that looking like mud now? Oh, it looks very squelchy. Do you think the pig would like the mud now? I think he would. Should we put the pig in? Okay. Right. Here you are, little pig. Hop in the mud. There you go. It looks like such fun. And on Tuesday it was World Mud Day. I think it was Tuesday, the 29th of June. And it's great if everybody would like to go out and play with the mud sometime. So today I'm going to play in the mud too. I'm going to take my boots off and I'm going to join the pig in the mud. I better take my stocking socks off. Take 1 off, 2 off, and I better pull my pants up a bit so I don't get mud on my trousers. But here we go. Is it going to be cold? going to be cold, Mud? I think it might be. It'll be squelchy. Here we go. 1 foot in. Woo! It's cold. And the other foot in. Do you want to? Can you see it squelching up through my toes? If I put my foot down, you ready? And then it squelches up through my toes on my feet till my toes disappear in the mud. Squelchy, squelchy, squelchy. Lots of fun. A pig. Oh, I think we've just had a mud fight. Look at the pig. He's all muddy. Well, after all that fun, I think I need to have a rest. I need to get all my animals and go to bed and have a rest. But can I go to bed with feet like this? And like that? Oh, I'm making mud footprints. That's good fun too. Can you see on the pavers my muddy footprints? I think maybe the giraffe will let me use his bath and I might clean my feet. There you go, giraffe. Is that all right? Wash my feet. 1 foot. And 2 feet. Oh, gosh, I'm making the water dirty. Now I better dry the feet. And now I've got clean feet and I can go to bed with all my friends. Remember, we had the giraffe with the bubble bath, the ape with the tennis racket guitar, the brown bear with the brown bread and honey, the hippopotamus that was very, very dizzy, going round in circles, the dragon that was feeling a bit unwell, and the leopard that was dressed up in his top hat. Oh, did I forget somebody? Oh, the pig in the mud. Hang on. Come on, pig. Let's wash you too, because we can't take you to bed like that. Give him a dry. And now I can go to bed.
Don't forget the rhino, Miss Tracey.
Oh, the rhinoceros. He's still having a cup of tea. Come on, Rhino. Okay. Now, everybody, I'll get my blankie. And I'm going to have a rest now. You might like to have a rest too, or you might like to blow bubbles, or play in the mud, or have a cup of pretend tea, or some brown bread and honey. Or you might just like to pull up the blanket and have a little rest. Or dress up. Bye, everybody. Good night. Oh, I'll take my hat off.